Sometimes a story just takes the internet by storm and you don't fully understand it or comprehend it at first. And that's kind of where I'm at with this Little Mermaid Backlash story. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand why there was a significant portion of backlash based on the trailer simply because it was more so about Hollywood and their constant weaponization of race and gender and sexual orientation. Not so much the idea of simply put a black girl in this movie. That was not the overwhelming majority of the issue. It's a bigger issue with Hollywood, the mainstream media, and the weaponization of identity politics. That's why so many people are rejecting this, because as we've seen many times, we've seen non-white dudes in plenty of films that have been overwhelmingly loved and enjoyed by millions of people. So this is about the messaging and the overall idea. Now, in terms of the actress herself, she seems to be very talented, and I think that needs to be noted. I don't think she should be facing any massive level of criticism. Unfortunately, she's caught in between what Hollywood's messaging is and how many fans have been slapped in the face over and over again. I also think the Rings of Power and all of that backlash has really elevated people's awareness to this, but holy hell, it's still at a level that it's hard to comprehend. 1.6 million downvotes at the time of me recording this, and I'm not uploading this until later tonight after Tuesday night's main event. So I don't know where the number's ultimately going to be, but this is far beyond just a small segment of fandom. Like, they always try to dismiss that all the time. They always say it's just a small group of people. This is massive. This is going to hit beyond Rings of Power's downvote. These numbers are insane, and the reaction is crazy across the internet. Now, first, we're going to start off with this Variety article, which is completely misleading, but of course, that's what the mainstream does. The Little Mermaid teaser with Halle Bailey, it's hard not to say Barry, but Halle Bailey scores over 104 million views. At no point in this article do they mention the insane backlash that it's facing. They're just, telling you the numbers and telling you how, it's so popular and it's all over the place. That's fine. Whatever. That's what the media does. But here's a reaction that I want to listen to this right here. I hope I don't get copyright hit for this. I don't know. But let's listen to this clown right here and react.
Here's why Halle Bailey as Ariel is fantastic and you're just racist.
So we've already established that if you disagree with this guy, you're just a racist. I mean, there's no room for discussion with this guy. He's just simply decided that I think this is great, and if you disagree with my opinion, you're just racist. Because in this guy's mind, it's simply just an argument to make. But it doesn't actually mean anything, and this is the warped world of social media that we're in now. You're just racist if you disagree with me.
So off the bat, mermaids aren't real. Folklore, a mermaid is an aquatic creature with the head and upper body of a female human and the tail of a fish.
Now, I think that's important for us to recognize, everyone, that mermaids are not real, okay? Mermaids are not real. But yet, of course, if you take the imagery of this film and then CGI a white face on top of it, your entire account gets banned from the internet. But hey, mermaids aren't real. Mermaids aren't real, and it's not a big deal. But if someone does a meme or a mock-up or a CG fix in their mind is what they've called it, if someone does that, suddenly they lose their entire account. But let's remember, mermaids aren't real, for argument's sake, from the left.
They appear in folklore from Europe, Asia, and Africa, but because a lot of you keep trying to bring up the source material, here is where the
the source material, meaning what the entire film is based off of. The source material, The Little Mermaid, the thing that was an iconic animated film from the late 1980s. But of course, now you're ready to bring the real world into it to make your argument while dismissing the source material.
The source material of mermaids comes from the Mediterranean Sea. As you can see, we have Asia.
So this guy continues to make ridiculous claims over ridiculous claims. Again, I'm just trying to not get hit on the copyright.
Atlantica is in Denmark. Fun fact, moron. Denmark has black people.
Oh my goodness! Thank you for virtue signaling and letting us know that you're aware that black people exist. You are so brave and you are so stunning. Thank you for existing, you brave white leftists.
Did you know that? Also, H.C. Anderson's original text, which the original movie is based off of, didn't actually clarify anywhere that Ariel was white.
I wonder if this guy knows that black people have different opinions than him, and does that, in fact, make them racist? Did you know that black people actually have different opinions than you, Mr. White Leftist? Did you know that? Were you aware of that? And if so, how do you feel about the black people that disagree with you? Because you've already drawn a clear line in the sand that anyone that doesn't think that this is a fantastic film, even though you haven't seen it and I haven't seen it and no one has seen it, you already think it's a fantastic film. And anyone that disagrees with you is just a racist. Does that include black people, Mr. White Leftist? I'm just curious about that.
He just said that her skin was as clear and delicate as a rose leaf. I'd personally want to know Halle Bailey's skincare routine because...
Oh my God. This guy is...
She looks great, you know, but like, her hair isn't as red as the cartoon, and her eyes aren't as blue as the sea. But guess what? Shut up. Does that serve the story? No. This just in. Breaking news. The skin color of Ariel serves absolutely nothing to the plot of The Little Mermaid. And that brings us to the next stupid fucking point that racists keep bringing up. What if the roles were reversed? What if Mulan was white? What if Princess Tiana was white? You're dense. Mulan. Chinese. Based on the traditional Chinese poem.
So skin color means nothing, absolutely nothing. So then why are so many people celebrating the skin color of Ariel? If it doesn't matter, why are so many people arguing and celebrating that her skin color is so important? Also, why are people getting banned on the internet for a meme, basically? Why is this get you banned if mermaids aren't real? As the white leftist said, if mermaids are not real, why exactly are people getting banned for that? So people are losing their accounts over this, okay? I mean, it's just insane. It's insane. But let's go back to the white leftists.
The Ballad of Mulan. In this story and movie adaptation, her ethnicity has literally everything to do with the story of everything. It is set in China. Mulan is Chinese. Tiana is based off of Chef Leah Chase, a real person. This movie is also entirely rooted in the fact that she is a black woman in 1920s New Orleans. The social commentary there that you might find upon rewatching it is that she's not taken seriously because not only is she a woman in poverty, but she's also black. So what's the difference between those aforementioned characters and Ariel from The Little Mermaid?
Well, the question I would have for the white leftists is, where's the inherent criticism of Mulan as a character? Because Mulan's an absolutely adored character. The entire point behind when people ask that question is to show the flaws in the left's argument when they say, well, it doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, then let's change. Well, it does matter for X, Y, and Z. Okay, well, then it does matter because you are dismissing the source material when it comes to The Little Mermaid. You're just completely dismissing the fact that Ariel is a white redhead in the source material. You're dismissing that. But then as soon as Mulan or Princess Tiana gets brought up, you're ready to bring up the source material as an argument for why they shouldn't have anything changed. It's amazing how dumb people like this person, they're just so out of touch with reality, and they're so stupid to not realize that they're destroying their own argument. You dismissed the source material to begin with The Little Mermaid. Now, when people bring up Mulan or Princess Tiana, you're ready to bring up the source material. Amazing how that works.
I say again, Ariel's race.
So anyway, that's that. Now, we look at the trailer itself. And again, at the time of me recording this, it's at 1.6 million downvotes. This is insane. It only has 12.5 million views here on YouTube, and it already has 1.6 million downvotes. That honestly doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. The outrage is crazy. I appreciate the fact that people are waking up to the reality because, like I said, if you're just taking this movie at face value and eliminating literally every single aspect of anything else, there's nothing wrong with the trailer itself. The trailer itself in a box, just in a vacuum, straightforward tunnel vision. There's no issue with the trailer. It's about Hollywood and what they have been doing to property after property after property. And then once that property comes out, once they've made those changes, once they've spent $1 billion on The Lord of the Rings. Why did you spend $1 billion on The Lord of the Rings? Because you were buying the fan base. You were buying the interest. You were buying the lore. You were buying the interest. You were buying the brand recognition of Lord of the Rings. Yet you 100% move away from it. And then when the same fans that you were trying to pander to by buying the franchise reject you, you then weaponize people's race and gender against them. And it's not the first time we've seen it. We've seen it way too many times. And I feel like, again, I'm speculating at this point, I feel like this massive amount of backlash against The Little Mermaid is kind of a culmination of all of this, where finally people are really waking up to the fact that Hollywood doesn't give a shit about you. They don't care if you're white. They don't care if you're black. They don't care if you're gay. They don't care if you're straight. They care if they can weaponize your race, gender, or sexual orientation. That's what they care about. And I think people are finally just realizing that. That's the only sense I can make of this, because this is crazy insane that we're at 1.6 million downvotes right now. And again, for anyone curious, there is a Chrome extension where you can see the dislikes. That's the only way we're able to see them. And so, YouTube decided that they wanted to silence people's opinions. So now that there's an alternative, there's an extension that you can see that. So that's how we're able to see this. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I appreciate it. We're going to be live for Tuesday night's main event tonight. Get your Geeks and Gamers merch from 221B Tactical. Go over there right now. Get you a hat, a shirt, a hoodie when the hoodies are available, patches, bags, and the October meetup shirt. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.